Hey, what up, y'all? We back with part 17. And we finna go interrogate that goofy or horror, whatever his name is.
I'll be holding down the fort here. You watch.
Well, I don't care nothing about what you talking about. What you gotta say, big dog?
Don't
Fat
think
face
you
nigga?
can strong-arm Ahara into confessing. The guy's a tough nut to crack.
Oh, pause. First of all. Oh my, where'd girl go? Shit. Alright, nigga, you got a car or something? Hey, man, you ain't got no car? We gotta take a taxi. Hey, where that taxi's at, bro? Yo, get it.
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more could my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ahara-san.
Prophecy,
Yeah,
huh?
nigga, and you
Kinda
ain't
dramatic.
That's so Raven, nigga. So I don't know how you look into the future and shit.
No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Genda and Saori-san. But today, I'm in Serio High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Serio High School?
It's the
Yeah,
same
nigga, what?
school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba. You blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make
What the
sure he
hell?
could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ahara-san, you seem
How
to
you
know
know
a
all
lot
that?
about
He-
what happened to your son.
Yeah, he
Do you have
didn't.
any
He didn't even
proof?
tell nobody. He only told the girl.
I'd
I mean,
lost if I
the
did.
teacher.
That
Female
school
girl.
can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything.
Nigga,
I
I
groped a
know that was
businesswoman's
planned
ass in
out,
plain sight on a full train.
bro. We know
There's
she
no
was
way I'm
working with you,
fighting
man.
for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Hey, man, I got the evidence right here, big dog.
Just a second!
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san?
Hiro
'Cause, nigga,
Mikoshiba died
I know
in
the
a lot
truth,
of
nigga.
pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
Man, what kind of goofy shit you on? Well, sound great is me slapping the shit up out you. Yeah, sir, pull the details up. Yeah, the police don't have that. Police don't have that.
Take a look at this.
Oh, Mikoshiba. Looks like he's seen better days. Where'd you get the photo?
From a teacher at Serio High.
Yeah,
But where
sir,
she got it is the interesting part. A strange woman gave it to her and said to stay away from the Mikoshiba case. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Serio 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
Yeah, I know why though,
And it's
nigga.
not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. It felt like choking the life right out of them. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved.
Okay, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah.
Nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed and broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
But then again, your kid,
And it was
he killed
you,
himself.
wasn't it?
So
You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who were the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
oh, am I? Huh? Let me get it. Let me get it. Come on, man. Let's get these clues. Oh, you lucky. Oh, this shit ain't over, man. This shit is not over. And my boy think this shit is over. We just getting started.
The way that interview went, Ihara's definitely guilty. But if we can't connect him to the murderers, we're left with no leads to follow.
Yeah,
Oh, I got some
kept
leads.
that secret on lockdown no matter what I asked. What could possibly link Ihara to those men? Damn it.
I don't know. We're gonna find
I
out,
was
cuz.
so close, too. To think they're still somewhere in Ijincho. I need to find them before the trail goes cold.
So you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
Okay. If anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
I bet. Matter of fact, I told you don't call my phone. The hell am I talking about? I bet. They better not call my phone. Better call, whatever that nigga name is. Kaito. Oh, y'all see the board? Who's this? Oh, game, bro. Let's get him out of here. We don't need to be in there. Oh.
Kaito-san, I'm back. Kaito-san?
Hey, did you see that email from Tsukumo?
Nah, big dog.
It wasn't that long ago. It's something you gotta see, though.
What is it? Something happened?
It's the murder footage.
Murder
Mikoshiba's murder ended up on the internet. It's going viral on all the social media sites.
What the hell?
You gotta forgive me. I'll do anything you want. I didn't know he'd do it. I swear. Toshiro-kun was okay. I didn't know he'd kill himself. I really didn't know. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it. Stop it.
What the hell?
Stop it, stop it,
Oh, wait. Why did it like the dad though? Is it him? I knew it.
Ihara.
I knew it, cuz.
Ehara has an alibi for this, doesn't he? They already found him guilty, and that's the whole reason he couldn't have killed Mikoshiba, right? But if that's the case, what the hell is this? One way or another, either this thing is staged, or his entire alibi was a massive cover-up. They can't both be true. But there's
It was
something
a
I just
cover-up,
can't
cuz.
shake. If you want my opinion on it, this looks real.
I need to have another chat with O'Hara. Damn it. I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
Chapter 5, Double Jeopardy. I plead the fifth. Head out.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it, too. The reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached a point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
No, that was really him.
Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
Can't guys like you tell if a video is fake or not, though? Aren't there any signs?
Oh, there are several telltale signs of a video being doctored. So I ran every check I could think of on the murder footage. And wouldn't you know it, nothing came up.
So
Most
it's real.
likely, we're looking at the real deal.
Real deal,
Most
Holyfield.
likely.
Well, no one can claim with absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way. Which means it's not substantial enough to prove Ehara's guilt. At least not in a court of law.
Gotcha. Do you know when and where the footage was uploaded?
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point. All this browsing's really taken a toll on the old pinky.
These goofy motherfuckers here.
Looks like another visit to Ehara might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Go. Hey man, we out here.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then?
Yes, sir, Skeek.
Let's hit it.
Look at that. Alright, man, we gotta find a taxi. Taxi! Yeah.
Are you ditching me?
No, you good, nigga.
Stay down.
Let's roll, Tom. Hold up, would you?
I finally made it.
Hold the door, please.
Yo, what's up?
You're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for Saori?
Nah, mind your business.
A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Are you here about the Ehara case too?
Of course. Prosecutor's office is in total chaos right now, especially the higher-ups.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ahara's battery conviction. If that video is real, that would mean Ehara got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend Saori. Totally no strings attached.
Okay.
Well, that clears up a lot.
Yo, we back, fat face.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafia? You're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
I think she
All
counted
right.
up.
I'll accept that. For now.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance. They've deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence. Basically,
How, though,
they
girl?
want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
Huh? So, they're not gonna verify the video? Not even question Ahara about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not
What they
after
doing
it
over
was
there?
proven in court that Ehara committed sexual battery on October 7th. I mean, wouldn't you say a conviction has a certain finality to it? Besides, there's no way Ehara could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
What are you getting at?
I'm saying the prosecution believes the video has been falsified. Special effects, CGI, whatever it is, we're not buying it.
Huh.
Furthermore, the prosecutor pushing that stance was the one who handled Ehara's trial.
And that is...
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ahara the first time around, especially considering his officer status. He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ehara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ahara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes, and he'd add that a fair trial's result can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
But that's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
It has a domino effect, too. The police are beholden to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied. This applies to both Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ehara until they're sure the video is real.
Okay.
They come in with a list of questions about the murder. It'll show that doubt's being cast on the original ruling.
Yeah, but no one can prove that the video's real.
Right. There's no way to verify the legitimacy of an untraceable video. But if the police aren't allowed to see Ehara, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
Exactly. None of the detectives are happy about that. Especially down in Kanagawa. Their job is to bring in a suspect, but their leads are all ending up at the same dead end.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ahara to justice. Yet somehow his involvement in a murder totally derailed that.
Don't be so surprised. No cop would ever want to undermine a ruling based on their own findings. Anyone who wants to go against the grain's gonna need hard evidence on their side.
So the case goes cold, all to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ahara really did commit murder, it'll have been the perfect crime. This debacle only serves as proof.
True. It would turn the trial into a farce. There's no way we're letting this go.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That scare ya?
Y'all caring
Not at
about
all.
that, cuz.
In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Search ski.
Ha! That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time, we've been writing off Ehara as a convicted sexual predator. But it's looking more and more likely the court played right into his hand. As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Yep.
Then you've heard what I came to say. And with that, I will be on my way.
Nah, what did you say?
But if you need help,
Girl, I don't even know what you said.
I think we're good for now, but Thanks.
That did clear up a lot.
No problem. See ya.
Man, was Mafuyu-chan cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
Boy, nobody
How
think
many
about her.
times do I have to tell you? It's not like that.
Yeah, nigga, stop hating. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. I'm out, man. Deuces.